So, it's the Day of the Dead. Mexican craft beer from, I won't pronounce this right, Tecate, BC, Mexico. So I just did the half, the Immortal Beloved half, and now we're doing the Pay the Ferryman, the porter, right? So this is a 5%, and looking forward to this. The half was very sessionable, very pleasant, easy drinking, fairly decent rate, better than a lot of, or all your domestic pails or anything like that. Oh, look at the smoke coming off that porter. I was not expecting that. So, let's see how this one does here. Very ruby on the stream and black in the glass. So, there's the head. So, of course, it's black. There's your color shot. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah. Getting those, whoa, that's a nice finish. Real burnt grains in the finish. Getting kind of almost like a jammy berry flavor at the start a bit more. Yeah, that's kind of sort of, I got the last porter I did too, is a lot of like maybe raspberry or something like that. So, quite dry. A lot of berry, a lot of fruitiness right up the middle with this. Nice, and then it dries out. A little bit of pruny, raisininess, and fruitiness. A little bit of berries, a little bit like raspberry action. Dry. It's actually really good. I don't know, not the greatest head performance off these beers though. That's one thing I say. Like that's this Goners, right? That's it. Yeah, big fruitiness in the middle. Kind of. It's kind of subdued in a way, but it kind of just has this way of reaching out. So it's and lingering like that raspberry kind of rose hip, kind of fruity, floral, red colored vibe in your mind. You know, it's just yeah. But like I said, I can't say much for that head on here though. That's a little bit, yikes. Yeah, dry finish and then black grains, maybe a little bit of licorice in there. Pretty basic. Again, another easy drinking kind of like how do I say more of an entry level beer. Kind of stepping outside the pale lager world, you might want to step to these. Like they have very easy drinking still. So if you want to drink a lot of beers, imagine these aren't a bad price. Being these 350s, they're usually actually. I can complain. 350 ml bottles, and it has nothing to do with these guys, but you buy a 500 milliliter bottle, it's like $7 or $8. And if you buy a bomber, no, sorry, yeah, 500 ml bottles even are like $7 for a lot of these imports and a lot of the craft stuff. And then the bombers are 650 milliliters, and they're like $9. 9.50. Then you pay your tax and your deposit, so you got like $11 you paid for the beer or whatever. So when you can get 350 ml bottles of in sampler packs from whatever craft brewery for a lot less. Think about that. They're like $2.50 for 350 milliliters, and a bomber is 650, and it's $9. What fucking sense does that make? That's bullshit. I don't even know if these guys have bombers or not. It doesn't do them. I'm just saying. It's just bullshit. That's all. And does anyone else bitch about this? I'm gonna bring this up, but if I get into the next meeting there, fucking on beer duties, I'll bring it. Like, what the fuck's with that pricing? Like, are they really getting a better deal on these bottles? Is it really the bottle? I mean, really, it's less bottling when they do the 650 mils, and they don't have to provide a 6-pack holder. I'm not an economist here, but come on. I'm just ranting because this beer's done. It's not the same as a hef. It's about an 8 out of 11. So it's better than a lot of beers out there for the craft beer stuff. I probably won't pick it up again, to be quite honest. But it is very sessionable if you want more of a drinkable porter or drinkable hef, because generally most of the porters that I get, you're only gonna want to drink about one, really, because it's just that way. There's so much flavor. They're so heavy and stuff. And even the hefts, I can't see myself wanting to drink 2 hackers in a row. Maybe 2 hackers, but after that I'm done. But you could drink that hef all night and this porter all night. So if you want to drink a lot of heifer porter, this is what I would go to. For sure, you're going to be able to put a shitload of this back. Definitely, you'll be on the tap all night at the bar on this shit. But I mean, it depends what you want, right? I'm saying it's definitely not as packed full of flavor as a lot of the other beers that are out there right now. So, but it's not horrible or anything. But I mean, the head performance was. I mean, I do expect a little more out of the head, so that's what's holding them off of being like a 9. Really, if they had a little more head performance, a little more flavor, it'd definitely jack it up to wherever else, right? I'm on my bomber rant again. I've ranted about this several times. Yeah, big fruity flavor in this, so right in the middle. It's a little bit juicier. It had the Renaissance, which was an award-winning one from New Zealand. It was much more authentic, rugged, way better head performance and stuff. But this one is actually much juicier in the middle. If you're after that rose hip kind of plummy kind of flavor, yeah, it's got a lot of that right down the middle. So I've already gave her a rate, whatever. Beerzerker, yeah, stick it to the man.